If you're looking for exercise in disguise while you get to enjoy the open water and sunshine, then look no further. It's called stand-up paddleboarding, and although it's somewhat new to Canada, it's been around in other countries for years.
You can sort of trace modern stand-up paddling back to Hawaii. It has roots in surfing. Back in the 50s and 60s, the guys taking their big surfboards out, and from there it just grew into something to do on when the surf was flat, something to get a bit of a workout.
First-time paddleboarder Reed Hendry has wanted to try it out to get a new perspective of being on the water.
I've seen a lot of people do it. I have some friends that are sort of in that business, and it just seems like just a cool way to get out on the water.
Before you get out on the board and start paddling, it's important to get a quick lesson in the equipment and safety first.
This particular board, and most surfboards have them written on the bottom. It's got the dimensions. So this board is 12 feet long. If you got a board that's longer, yeah, you're gonna go faster. It's also gonna go straighter. The other thing you'll see on the bottom of the board is a big fin. The fin is there to help the board go in a straight line. Last thing on the board, the leash. I always recommend a leash, especially if you're paddling by yourself. Paddles come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. We do need you to wear a PFD, or personal flotation device, while you're out there. It is required by Transport Canada. So here we go, just watch your step. Go for barnacles. The most graceful way to get on these at the beginning, instead of just trying to stand up right away, is to start on your knees. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on the board. I'm gonna get one knee on either side of that center handle, and then push off and paddle away.
And once you've had a quick lesson, it's all smooth sailing on the open water.
Nice.
Although Reed got up quickly, he does recommend getting a bit of help first.
I think having a lesson to start off is always a great idea when you try a new sport. Just to get the few little tricks that make it that much easier to get going.
So I've watched the lesson, and it looks like Reed can do it, so I'm going to give it a go myself. I think I have a pretty good idea. This might be my debut on the Express and my debut of falling in the water. If I can do it, well, that probably means someone of any skill level can do it as well.
You can do basically whatever level you want to. You can go out and just do a few laps of the bay, or you could take it out and, you know, do a race. You could paddle hard as you want for an hour and get a good workout. So there's definitely different levels.
After being on the water for a few minutes, Mike was trying to teach us how to spin in circles and get fancy, but instead I ended up going for a swim. I think this is one board sport that will never leave me feeling bored.
Nice.
I'm Peter Verge in Deep Cove for the Express.